Oh boy, they do indeed look really good and they fit the car really well. But it is time for a change. Welcome, Maz here. I hope you're having a splendid day. So you were watching the beautiful Konig Hypergram wheels, which I have had on my 30th anniversary for a year almost now, I believe, or so. But already it is time for a change. We will cover on why that is, but still I really do like how these wheels look, and I believe I got the first set here in Europe through Vibor Engineering, so hit them up if you are interested of getting Konig wheels or Advan wheels here in Europe, and I believe they are an official distributor for both those wheels then. But with these wheels that I have on now, so these are the Konig Hypergram in metallic carbon. So this part is called metallic carbon, and also we have a machined lip as it is called, and I believe this is the lightest version of the Hypergram wheels with this color combo. I'm not sure exactly. I think it is something to do with how they're manufacturing the wheel, which makes them a little bit lighter than the other ones. So these do measure 17 times 8 and they have an offset of ET45, so they are a little bit more aggressive than the OEM wheels, but still with the ET45 and only having 8-inch wheels, they're a little bit tucked in, and this is one of the main reasons then why I have been looking at new wheels. And the center bore, I believe, is 73 millimeters. So with that said, I've been tracking these wheels and I've been using them on the street, etc., and they have worked really well, and they do complement the look of the car in my opinion. I have a video of that unboxing. I'll link it up above so you can have a look for yourself. But today's video is not about the Konig wheels, it's about the wheels I have behind the camera. So we will discuss a little bit on why I chose those wheels and so on. But before we get there, if you do like the content of the channel, do remember to subscribe for future modification, track days, and car detailing and so on. And also, if you did like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. With that said, let's get on with the unboxing and see what I have got. So as you can see, the wheels are Advan, so Advan and Yokohama are the same company, but the wheel then is a Advan TC-4, and I chose the color Umber Bronze, and the reason for that is more or less it was the only color that was available. There was one more color, I can't exactly remember the name of it. I think it was carbon gray or something like that, but initially I first wanted to have the white ones because I think that would have been a really cool combo on the 30th anniversary with the racing orange color. But unfortunately then that wheel was not due to until February 2022, and I didn't want to wait that long. So we went for the bronze as the second best option, and I think it's a quite unique combination, specifically here in Europe. But I have seen one more 30th anniversary with this specific combination. I thought I would be the first, but somebody got there first, but that is okay. It's a cool combination anyway, and we will see, potentially maybe we can do a plastic dip or something to change the color to white to see how that works, but that is for a later stage. Let's get these unboxed and we will talk a little bit about the specifications of them, and we will check the color out and so on. I have not opened this up myself, so it will be very exciting to see what the color is like and also the shape and form of the wheel itself. The initial impressions are good. It is safely packaged, so let's see when we cut these two pieces of tape open and open this up. And as with most wheels, we have an inner protective cardboard piece with reinforced corners here, we could say, and this we can just lift up like that. We put this aside here. We have an instruction manual or a guide. I think we won't be needing these, but let's see. I'll put this away, and here we have the wheel itself. So it's nicely protected. And are you ready? I am ready, I believe. So let's take this off. Oh yeah, they do look really great. The finish just on as I'm seeing it now, it is immaculate, and the color is really, really nice. I can imagine this specific color on a polymetal gray color car or similar, or a black car. This will look really, really nice. And we have a nice concavity on it. So this is the GTR face, and they have a standard face as well, and it's only on the 8. Above, I believe we can get the GTR face, which gives it a little bit more aggressive look with the concavity, and it's similar than on all 4 wheels, so it's not just the rear wheels, etc. And I don't know if you can see these, so these are flow forming wheels, similar, or flow formed wheels similar to the Konig wheels that we have. And I did also order center caps, which are in Umber Bronze as well. And there are flat caps, and there is one that is a little bit sitting a little bit higher, and then there is one that is even a little bit more higher than that, and that is due to looks, and of course and that it fits your hub on your car. So if you get the flat one, I did get the flat one, I hope it works, because then potentially it will interfere with the hub, but we will see. Otherwise it will be a very expensive cap which we can't use. So let's get this wheel out and have a further look, and let's talk about a little bit about the specifications of it as well. Now that we have the wheel a little bit more accessible, let's talk about the specifications. But man, do they look nice. So we have again then this Umber Bronze color, and we have a polished or machined lip across around them, and we have Advan Racing etched, or it has been milled out. I think it might have been milled out, and we have a stamp then that says Japan made and flow forming wheels. So these are flow formed, similar to the Konig wheels as I talked about earlier. And also this is then not specific for the ND or ND2 Miata, but we have a 4x100 volt pattern, and the center bore is 73 millimeters, which I believe we had on the Konig wheels as well. And the main important thing for me with these wheels are that these are ET35 compared to the ET45 that we have on the Konig wheels. So these do have a 10 millimeter more aggressive offset compared to the Konig wheels, and I think it will go really, really well with the lines and the forms of the car. We will see once we have everything mounted. And as we talk about, so these are the GTR face, and also we have a standard face, and I'm not exactly sure how much of a difference it is between the two, but on the ET35 17x8 inch wheel we get this GTR face then all around, as we have a square setup with regards to the wheels themselves. So that is that, and I think these wheels in white with the racing orange would have been a fantastic combination, but let's leave it at that, and let's turn the wheel around and see what we have on the inside and on the back side. So I don't know if you can see this, I hope you can see it. So we have a QC sticker, so a Y Suzuki arigato has been doing, sorry for that, been doing the quality control, and we can see it has a date stamp of 2021 11th of May, and also I believe we have a sticker for authentication purposes. If we look at on the back side of the wheel, there is nothing much to talk about, no specific milling as such. We do have some cutouts on the spokes, and I guess that is for weight saving purposes, and then we have some stamping on what type of wheel it is and also the size and so on. And all in all, I can see that we have some blemishes on the outer side here where the color is not perfect, but again then this would have been the case or this can be damaged more or less every time you change the tire, but I would have expected not to see this type of blemishes on a brand new wheel, but that's the way it is. So let's turn this around again. It is pretty light. We will take out the bathroom scale and we will see how much they weigh, but I don't think they are as light as the Konig wheels, but I don't think I will notice any difference as such. And there are some intricate some nice details. I don't know if it comes through. So we have some more milling done on the inside of the spokes and some around here as well, and also we have a nice curvature of the spoke itself where it meets the outer side of the rim, and I think this will give it a more appearance of being more concave than what they are as well. So it is a nice touch to the wheel. Also included for each wheel is a stem or valve stem, and also we do get a sticker which then goes on one of the spokes, and I'm not sure if I will mount the stickers or not, and we will see that we can do at any time more or less. But the stems I will go with the OEM TPMS sensors, just not to throw any codes, because I know that will be the case. Also, as I mentioned, I did get the center caps, and I think I got it right. I'm not sure, we will see. So it was in Japanese on the site. So the caps do come in variations with regards to color, and first I was thinking of going with black ones. I think it would look pretty cool, but then I went for the Umber Bronze, which I think I have got, but let's see. And also, as we talk about, we have a flat face, so it is sitting more or less flat with the face of the wheel, or we have a something that sticks out a little bit more, and then they have a one that sticks out even further. I don't know exactly the terminology they were using, but those three options you have there, and that depends on what you like the wheel to look like, and also the hub of your car. So these are the caps that I got, and they have a manufacturing date, which is nice as well to see. But let's see if the color is the same or not. But yeah, if not, it will be a very expensive mistake. Hopefully it will work out. And just looking at it, I don't know if this is the correct color or not. You be the judge, but I don't think it is a Umber Bronze color. This looks more of a carbon colored or a grayish type of color, but I think it still goes nice. It gives a little bit of a contrast. I think it is okay. No worries from my side, but it is a little bit unfortunate that these were not matching the color of the wheel as such. And we didn't get, yeah, we get some grease, I believe, because these do get them punched in, and it's difficult to remove once they are in. So that is that with regards to the center cap. That was a little bit of a bummer, but again, in my opinion, it's not that bad, to be honest. Maybe these are the Umber Bronze, but I will check the order and also go back on the site and see if I made a mistake or not. What is left to do now is to get the tires mounted on the wheels, and also use the TPMS sensors and mount the wheels on the car, and we'll take it on from there. For you, it will be a couple of seconds. For me, it will be some days. It is Saturday today, so we'll have to wait until Monday, Tuesday to do that. But once that is done, I will continue recording and we will see the end result. Let's weigh the wheels before we mount the tires on them. These are heavier than the Konig wheels. I can feel that more from the top of my mind how they felt. So let's see. I think these might be quite a bit heavier. 7.7 kilograms. We will see once we have removed the tires from the Konig wheels how much they are, but I think they are pretty much lighter. But let's see. Also now, just for reference, let's see how much the Konig wheels do weigh on the same scale. Let me drop that off easily. 7.5 kilograms, so it is not that much lighter than the Advan TC-4s, which is a good thing. I thought it would be a bigger difference than that. I thought these would be closer to 7 kilos or 7.1 kilos or so, but it is only 200 grams, and I don't think I will be noticing that difference, so all good. Before we mount the center caps, we need to apply this grease or sealant or both. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It smells a little bit like petroleum based substance, and according to the instructions, we're supposed to put a string of the product then around the inner lip of the cap, and we will then use a rubber mallet and something to distribute the force when we punch this into place, because this is aluminium and it's quite sturdy, but we don't want to bend anything. We don't want to hit this top portion because that will bend, because it is hollow on the back. Hope this comes through, so we need to be a little bit careful. So what I will be doing next is to apply this product on the inner lip here, and then we'll go on with the installation. Next is to install the center cap, and I will use a rubber mallet like this, and also I found this square piece of plastic with a straight edge here. I will use this and punch it into place with the rubber mallet like this, because this will distribute the force evenly across the center cap. We won't damage anything, and it will make the center cap to seat properly. So and also what I will do, as I have OCD, the lettering we have on the rim itself, I want to match that with the Advan lettering on the center cap, so they are sitting in the same angle on the wheel. So I'm not using any excessive force, just simply trying to position the center cap evenly. The wheels are finally on and it looks fantastic, but before we get to the looks, let's briefly talk about some of the technical details which I mentioned earlier, which I need to correct. So the center bore on the Advan TC4s in this configuration, so 17 x 8 ET38, the center bore is 63 millimeters, not 73.1, but 63. So I bought hub rings which are 63.3 millimeters, but they didn't fit, so I actually had to reduce the outer diameter of the hub rings that I got done, and I got them down to 63 millimeters, and now they fit perfectly. So we are going from 63 millimeters to 54.1, which is the size of the hub on the ND, and everything is hooked up now. That took us some time to get because it's summertime, all the shops etc. are closed, but we did find a mechanical shop, or we did find a shop that could mill it down just a bit or reduce the size just a bit then, and now it's fitting perfectly. So that is really, really good. And also, as you can see, I went and go ahead and got myself orange Muteki SR48 bolts. It is not matching the caliper, it is not matching the wheels, and of course not the paint of the car, but I think it is a nice addition to have something different and also have a little bit of a contrast. And also, as you can see, we have the center caps in place, and as we talked about earlier in the video, I think they work just perfectly fine with this color setup. It is not perfectly matching the Umber Bronze color, but I think it is working well. And also with regards to the weight, so we were worried, or I was worried about the weight on these being much heavier than the Konig Hypergrams that I had, and the weight on these are 7.7 kilograms, and the Hypergrams, I measured it on the same scale in my garage, and they were 7.5 kilograms. So these are 200 grams heavier per wheel. I put that in pounds, how much that is, I don't know it on top of my head, but it is not that big of a difference. But still, we will have some more unsprung weight with these wheels. And also then the ET is a little bit more aggressive, so we have an additional weight there to actually build up this space we have here on the wheel. So all in all, I think I will not notice anything. At least I'm not looking for the fastest, absolute fastest lap times, etc. the car still will be fun to drive and so on. What I think maybe will be a bigger difference is if we go to a wider wheel, etc. Wider tire, etc. But all in all, I think from that aspect we are good to go. Let's talk a little bit about the appearance of these wheels, and in my opinion they did enhance the look of the car in a way. It made it more aggressive because we have that toady type of setting on the car now. Everything sits flush with the fenders, even though we have a little bit more aggressive camber compared to a stock ND Miata or ND2 Miata, and also then the car is lower, but as you can see everything fits just perfectly in my opinion, just tucked in behind the fender on the front, and the same on the rear. But I will do a realignment. I need to raise my rears a little bit, and we will see what type of camber and caster we will be running. Most likely it will be something more aggressive, but with regards to the stance of the car and the way it looks now, it is much more aggressive compared to the Konig wheels. Don't get me wrong, the Konig wheels are really nice looking, and also in my opinion these are nice in a different way compared to the Konig wheels, but the Konig wheels did have that something little extra with all the spokes and the two-tone color and so on. But again, from a stance point of view, I think this really fits the bill, and as you can see it is a really aggressive setup with regards to the fitment, or not really aggressive, but compared to the OEM wheels, it is a really aggressive setup. But in my opinion, this is just perfect. We don't need to go more aggressive, because then potentially we will have poke, or we will start rubbing and so on. If we do go for a wider tire, that might happen anyway. But all in all, it looks really nice. It sits really wide now, so that is just perfect. So yeah, that was that with regards to today's video. So these are the new wheels. So these are the Advan Racing TC-4 17x8 ET38 4x100 bolt pattern, and they did weigh 7.7 kilograms each, and the center bore is 63 millimeters. If you have any questions at all with regards to these wheels, the Konig wheels, the car in general, or anything else, hit me up in the comment sections below. That would be much appreciated. Having a discussion is much more fun than me just doing this one way around, so to speak. If you did like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, and also do remember to subscribe for future content similar to this, and track days, modifications, and so on. With that said, I'll be seeing you on the next one.